Alrighty, hi soul family. So today's video is going to be a pick a card, pick a pile reading. So we have 3 piles to pick from, and it's going to be an energy check-in. So all the cards are already pre-picked. And there'll be a healing process at the end of it. So the book that you see behind all these cards is just the specific healing process that Spirit chose for each pile. I haven't seen the cards yet. These is just intuitively chosen. So whatever you feel guided toward, whatever pile, go with your first instinct. And I'll see you in whatever pile that you choose. Also, I do want to announce that I do have morning and night routine PDF files available. It's completely free on my website for those who are struggling to balance their nervous system. So if you're looking for new habits to incorporate in the morning to help you stay grounded and really just feel safe in your body, that's for the collective. I'm definitely getting downloads on the collective needing a better morning and night routine. So if you feel intuitively guided towards it, it'll be free and it'll be on my website under morning and nervous system reset. On my website. Okay, so those are my messages, guys. I'll see you in whatever pile that you choose. Alrighty, hi pile number 1. So welcome to your energy check-in, and I look up and I see good things. So all good things is what Spirit wants you to know off the bat. So you chose this lovely crystal as well as these deck of cards. So let's get acquainted with the cards that you chose. So we have 000 guidance. We're gonna tap into the energy once I reveal all the cards. Okay, so we're gonna dance it out as a mindful message. Interesting. It's not personal as another mindful message. Put your crystal out of the way. A spiritual message. Count all of your blessings, even the small ones. We're going to read more into the cards as I reveal them, but I just want you to see them so you get an idea of what I'm looking at. Creatrix number 10. We have Divine Matrix. Oh, this is 2 Ricks. And energy, Tricks energy. So these 2 are synchronized. I love that. We'll tap in. Doobie doobie dooba, doobie doobie doobop. Agent P. So then we have Halls of Learning. Shower of Prosperity. I love that for you. Family. Reveal. Interesting. Memory. Strength. This might go that way. And these are your tarot cards. We have the 7 of Swords. The 6 of Pentacles in reverse. The 8 of Swords. And the King of Swords. And then for your healing process, we have the Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle. This is the deck that was guided for your pile. And we have Unapologetic, the Patriarch, number 4. This is the ancestor that's here for your healing. So I'm going to put this ancestor right here so I remember to do the healing process, because knowing me and ADHD, let me put this here actually. I'll put this to the side. Okay. So let me just get settled with your energy. Okay, so we have a lot going on. So for your energy check-in, my darling, right now we're gonna start with tarot. Before we get into the other cards, we're gonna start with tarot. So we have the 7 of Swords and we have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and I put these down on family and reveal. Okay, so I want you to see what I'm talking about before I get up in there. We have the 8 of Swords and the King of Swords, and I put that on memory and strength. Okay. So right now, collective, if this is your pile, I think Spirit is revealing to you how you can be in alignment with yourself unapologetically, your most authentic self. And this starts with you standing up to the people closest to you. So speaking your mind, just really calling people out on their bullshit, and not choosing to stay asleep, but you're really just like, you're at the point where you're just like, you know what, like, I know it's not personal, but that doesn't mean that you need to behave the way that you're behaving, but you're not going to do it with me. I'm just getting this energy where it's just like, you're not going to do it with me. Okay, it's like, you can be however you want to be, but you're not going to do it with me. And I feel like you guys are setting some healthy boundaries with your family, or this is the energy you're getting ready to step into. Okay, there's a part of you that's coming online, your strength, your power to lead, to be unapologetically you. Okay, and express your emotions, because look down, I see creatrix. You're learning to express yourself fully, unapologetically. Okay, and I feel like there's a part of you that's breaking free from this matrix illusion. Okay, like you're no longer like, you know, if, for example, if you're in a family where, I don't know, like there's somebody who did something really bad, like in your family, right? And I don't even like the word bad or good, but like, you know what I mean? Like they did something, and it's like everybody's pretending like it doesn't exist. You're the truth bringer. Okay, so you're just like, you know what? You're speaking up about certain things, and you're not afraid of what your family thinks of you. You're not afraid of like what other people are gonna say. Okay, so that's being revealed in your energy right now. Okay, something's coming up, and I feel like there's also memories coming up where you're just like, maybe you're speaking up about some type of abuse when you're little, the things that you remember that your parents did or put you through, and it's requiring a lot of strength on your behalf, like on your side. And Spirit's calling me to say, like, trust the guidance. Like, if you feel guided to speak up about it, then speak up about it. This is your story, this is your journey, this is your truth. Okay, can't nobody tell you it's not. Okay, and even if it's not personal, you still deserve to be heard. That's coming up. So we have guidance. The angel number is 000. You have full support of the divine. The guidance you are seeking is here, and your life is moving in the right direction. This is the start of a new beginning. Where one cycle ends, a new begins. And here's your affirmation. I trust in the magic of new beginnings. I feel the support and guidance that is all around me. You guys are stepping into a new chapter where you're unapologetically you, and you're befriending your emotions. Okay, so like, I'm getting this energy where, like, maybe a long time ago, or maybe a few days ago, however long, you know, because time is irrelevant, but your emotions used to control you, and the new version of you that you're unlocking, that you're stepping into, that you're becoming, they're befriending that. So if you feel anger, you're not going to be like, oh, I wish I felt something different, or try to stifle it down. You're feeling it. You're moving that energy through you. You're allowing yourself to feel, write it out, speak it. And you don't crave the external validation from other people for your emotions anymore. You're validating your own emotions. And the dance it out card is really standing out to me. It's like you're moving your body a lot more too. So some of you guys could be like starting to do like 10K steps, 5,000 steps. It's what I'm getting as well. And you're not reacting to other people's like own projections of you, or like their own insecurities and fears. Okay, and that's because you're looking at yourself. You're challenging your own limited beliefs. You're looking in the mirror and seeing, okay, this is how I'm limiting myself. Other people's projections have nothing to do with me. So there's a part of you that's like, I'm just getting this energy, like it landing on memory makes me feel like you guys are listening to subliminals, planting new seeds, affirmations, mirror work. You're doing something that's like, you're working with your mind. You're doing mindset work is really what I'm getting. I'm proud of you. Very, very proud of you. The King of Swords energy is letting me know that you guys are, you're not only working on your mind, you're evolving your mind. So you guys could be reading up on a lot more different things. Like, for example, if you're trying to unlock a new level in your spirituality, maybe you've now gotten a new book that you're interested in, or maybe you're watching videos that feed your mind instead of deplete you, like deplete your energy. And I feel like that's why the strength is here as well. It's like you're feeding your mind good things. Okay, like you're feeding your mind good things, you're feeding your body good things. You're learning to work with your own energy. I love that for you. Truly. Now, the Seven of Swords, and it landed on the family. There's somebody in your family that doesn't want the best for you, and you are consciously aware of this now. It's being revealed in your energy. They don't want the best for you. And although it's painful and it hurts, you're realizing that you can't be giving because there's no equal balance in this connection. And Spirit is calling your attention to it for a reason. Okay, there's something that you need to look at in that energy. Okay, that's what's coming up in your energy. It's not for you to ignore it. And I know you know it's not personal. But it's like still acknowledging the way that you feel about certain things anyway. That's the energy I'm getting. So, count all your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in your life and all that has yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? I feel like as you guys are closing out a chapter, Spirit is letting me know that practicing gratitude as you are releasing and closing out these chapters is really what's going to get you out of this like rut, you know. And I don't even get the energy that you're in a rut. I just feel like you're doing a lot of healing and mindset work, so you're purging a lot. And it's like, if you want to shift that energy, I'm just getting practicing gratitude, noticing the blessings that are already in your life so the universe can also give you more. That's coming through. But pile number 1, these 2 cards. So this ancestor landed on creatrix just now. Like, it just flipped over and landed on this. And the first word that I noticed was birth your creations. So a lot of you guys are in the Empress energy. Some of you guys could have Libra placements, Taurus placements, but your ancestors are here to push you in the direction of creation. Okay, because these limited beliefs may be having you think, oh, okay, I can never do this, or maybe you're waiting on external validation, but you need to trust that inner voice, those downloads that are coming through to create. Okay, this is stored in your DNA. This is what your ancestors want you to know, that you were born to create. And as you create and you express these things, you also free your lineage. Okay, so there's some type of download that's coming through that the universe wants you to create, that you were put here to experience. That's coming through. Shower of prosperity, wealth, opportunity, success, and manifestation. So this manifestation, these seeds that you're planting, it will bring in abundance. Okay, and I feel like your limited beliefs around money, around needing your external reality to validate you before you start to make certain moves. It's like being your number 1 fan before anybody else was your number 1 fan. That's the type of energy I'm getting that Spirit is pushing you towards. Okay, halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, great lessons. So these 2 I look over, and these 2 are like in alignment. You guys, you're taking away many lessons from the experiences that you've experienced. Okay, like if you are a speaker, or maybe you're a life coach, or maybe you're somebody that gives advice to the collective, it's because you've been through a lot. So your ancestors are saying, don't downplay that. Okay, every single thing you've been through was for you to have the wisdom to be able to explain it to another person effortlessly. A lot of times we go through the same things as other people, and because we've been through it, we can articulate how we felt, validate that, and help other people realize that the experiences that they're experiencing, other people go through it too, and how they can help themselves through it. Like giving tips on how you were able to work through certain things, certain blockages. Okay, because I just get this energy where you guys are like wise. This owl is very like animated to me. You're very wise souls. So even if you're young, it's like a lot of people, they look at you and they're just like, oh my God, you're very wise for your age. And it's for a reason. You guys are here to leave legacies, to help the collective, you know, because of everything that you've been through. And that ultimately will bring in abundance, is what I'm hearing Spirit say. So let's get the healing message from your ancestors. Number 4. Okay, so we have unapologetic. You will achieve what you have set out to do. The patriarch steps up to remind you that you are the leader of your own life. You guys are taking back control. And that's what I feel like with breaking out of the matrix. It's an energy where it's like you're realizing that, you know, your entire life you were taught to just be passive. Maybe you picked up on this from family. Like maybe this is like what you noticed that your mom does, your dad does. You know, they just settle for what is in front of them. But you've broken free of that cage. You've broken free of the mental cage, the mental prisons. And you're realizing that, you know what, I don't want to die and not go after the things that I've always wanted to achieve. But whatever you put down, whatever seeds that you put out, your ancestors are letting you know it's already successful. Okay? So that's coming through. Things are more stable and secure than you think. Your fears are lying to you. You have the wisdom and the situation. You have the wisdom that the situation requires. Yeah, these 2 next to each other is very strong. So even if you're realizing that these are my limited beliefs, it's like the wisdom that you have within you, trust that inner voice, trust that inner calling, because it's pushing you out of this self-induced, it's pushing you out of the cage. I don't know why that was so hard to say, y'all. What the fuck? Sorry. Trying not to curse that much. But look, she's not really trapped. She's not stuck. And you know this. So trust that. Trust that all the seeds that you're planting will reap rewards. You are the one in your lineage meant to receive this abundance. It's not just prosperity. It's a shower of prosperity. Let the overflow come in. Okay? Let's see. Infinity symbols could be significant as well. So we have the ancestors may also come forward when what's going on, y'all? I feel like these messages, there's a resistance to it coming through. So some of you guys, Spirit's calling you to heal your because I'm noticing how her hand is covering her throat. Speak up. You speaking up on whatever it is that you're being called to speak up on right now is what's gonna break you free. So it's what's gonna help you push through this perceived blockage, is what I'm hearing. But yes, back to reading. The ancestors may also come forward when the authoritative energy around you is overpowering you. My dear one, stand up straight and own your power. So if there's a family member trying to belittle you or make you feel like, okay, at the end of the day, like, you know, those people that are just like, I'm the adult, and at the end of the day, what I say goes because I'm older. None of that over here. None of that over here. Okay, if you're wrong, you're wrong. It doesn't matter how old you are. Okay. So we have ancestral memory. The patriarch shows up here as the Messiah elder chief. The patriarch is a calm, experienced, and ambitious leader with loving and supportive divine masculine energy. The paternal ancestor can be seen as assertive or aggressive depending on the viewpoint. So I'm getting this energy where it's like, maybe a lot of people call you rude or mean, but it's like, you're not rude or mean. It's just that you're setting boundaries and they don't like that. So it's like, I'm hearing even like the limited beliefs that you have around how you see yourself. Validating yourself will allow you to see, okay, when someone's projecting, when it's not personal, when you don't need to take something personal because someone is projecting in your energy. Okay, it's not personal. So you're realizing, okay, this is how they see themselves. They can't take honesty. They don't like any like actual feedback. And when I give them feedback, they're taking it personally. Like they're seeing it as an attack versus like me trying to help them grow. So I don't know. That's very specific, but I feel like if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, leave it for someone else. Okay. Another download coming through is Spirit saying to work with the lion energy. You guys can print off a picture of a lion and channel that energy. Call on the animal spirit of that animal spirit. Why is that so like all over the place? Oh my god, your reading is so all over the place. So I feel like that might be the energy you're feeling. But yeah, just ground, because I'm feeling the need to clench my amethyst. Ground, because you guys are shifting, and whenever I realize when I'm shifting, sometimes those limited beliefs be trying to get extra strong. And the thing is, you're exactly where you're meant to be. You are growing, and your fears are lying to you. So your ancestors really want you to hear that. But channeling the animal spirit of a lion, writing down your intentions of how you want to be more assertive, or what kind of leader you want to be. Put that somewhere in your room after you write down what it is. You know, light your candle, call on your ancestors. Like, do your magical work, y'all. Because you guys do have that magic within you. But that's something that you can do to help you push through and have the courage to let go of these limited beliefs, okay? Because this energy, it's like, I already know that you already let go of it. So whenever this is finding you, either you've already let go of it, or you're, like, I'm seeing the projection of the future for you, okay? So we have ancestral medicine. Act as if you are regal. Act as if you are powerful. Act as if you are wise. This is a different frequency than fake it till you make it. You have no need to fake anything. Your arteries and bones remember the royalty in your DNA. I'm hearing that one Kendrick song. I got royalty in my DNA. Is that how it goes? I got royalty in my DNA. Don't quote me, y'all. Don't quote me. But that's what I heard. So, and this is this card represents the Emperor in tarot. I owe no apology. So this is a declaration that you can say. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Declaration. I owe no apology for walking in my power. I owe no apology for walking in my power. I owe no apology for walking in my power. I'm getting this energy where it's like your family may want you to be so passive aggressive because they're passive aggressive. And when you have something to say, it's like, well, you're doing too much. No, you're doing too little. Okay, so don't let nobody shrink you. Okay, that's what's coming through in your energy. So those are my messages for pile number 1, and I'll see you in the next energy check-in or the next video, whatever. I love you, sending you so much love. If you did stay till the end, comment a phone emoji to let me know that you stayed, and that you're not going to be taking things personally anymore, okay? You're just going to let your family do what they want to do, and you're going to still stand in your power. Okay, I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hi, pile number 2. I sat with your energy for a while, and I just kind of get this energy where it's like you are learning to have a better relationship with your body. So, you know, intuitive eating is coming up for this pile as well, because I heard, am I hungry or do I just want to eat? So maybe you find yourself eating when you're bored or eating your feelings, and I'm going to link down below, because I'm adding to the collective now a new frequency, or subliminal I should say, that plants new seeds for those who are trying to develop a better relationship with their body and intuitive eating. And I also did a collective reading on it. I'm going to link it somewhere in this video, and I think that could be very helpful for you, because I picked up on that in the beginning of your reading. And I heard, you know, that song's like, you're beautiful, it's true. So I just kind of get this energy where spirit's just like, recognize the beauty in you now. Like, even if you do want to change your body, you don't have to hate your way to it, okay? That's only going to add more stress to your body, and it's going to have the opposite effect. Maybe, like, you're trying to lose weight, you're in the gym, and you're just like, you know what, like, my body isn't looking the way I want it to, so then you just self-sabotage and you just eat your feelings. So spirit is calling you to develop a better relationship with your body and with food, okay? So you chose this crystal, and you chose this deck of cards. Okay, so let's reveal it together. So what I did for the first pile is I whatchamacallit? What am I trying to say? For the first pile, I pull out all the cards, and then we tap into the energy and read the energy afterwards, okay? So I'm going to show you all the cards that you chose. So you chose 1212, duality. We have intentions for your mindful message. We have expressing love for your other mindful message. Isn't it divine right? I'm trying to find a good setup for you, and I don't know why it's being so complicated. Gaia gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, and earth intelligence. So Mother Gaia is in your energy, baby. Focus your mindset on what you can control instead of what you can't. The world is your oyster. Elevate your thought patterns so that you can attract abundance into your life. You are what you believe. So a lot of you guys are doing mindset work right now. Pile number 1, if you were drawn to that, I would suggest going back and watching it too. If it is meant to be, it will be. You won't have to force, convince, or worry over it. Let it flow, let it be, and let it come to you. You are attracting everything you need. Trust the timing of your life. That's crazy, because this being timing, but the healing process that you chose was Kali Ma. And she's divine timing, okay? So it's all synchronized right now. So you are doing your best, and that is enough. Any difficulties you face will not last longer. Release the thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. Focus all your energy on love, happiness, and your hopes and dreams. So I feel like a lot of you guys may be struggling with your weight or struggling with your body because you're having a lot of fluctuations in your emotions. And I feel like it's the stress, okay? So calming your nervous system is very significant for this collective. So in the Raise Your Vibration playlist, there's a frequency for your nervous system. Whatever frequencies you guys feel drawn to, I would suggest going to that playlist that I created for the collective to help you calm your nervous system. Because if Mother Nature isn't in the cards for you, then, you know, finding other ways to calm your nervous system as well. Because if you're trying to lose weight, or you're setting the intention that, okay, I'm wanting to exercise more, but it's like you're contradicting yourself, there's something going on there, okay? So we have some of you guys, I feel like this could also be like a parent that's stressing you out. Maybe it's like your mom right now as well. So trying to spend less time with the people who don't make you feel good. Your nervous system feels out of whack when you're around them. So we have balance. All is connected. Balance, extremes, inner and outer. Balance your yin and yang energy, okay? Your shadow and your light side. It's coming up. Growth. Surrender to the process. Simplify your healing and layers. So the lotus flower is very much standing out to me. I feel like some of you guys may be like overcomplicating things right now. Maybe you're trying to say, oh, I'm going to walk 10,000 steps, and it's like you're a beginner in the gym. One thing that makes us start and stop things is if we set the bar too high. So the thing is, when you're starting your healing journey, you're starting anything, you want to just show up. It's not about the end goal. Yes, losing 50 pounds is great, but that shouldn't be your primary drive. If that's your primary drive, when you hit it, you're going to be trying to hit it in like either unhealthy ways, or when you finally hit that, it's like, okay, now what? Versus if you made long, sustainable like habits, things that you can do for life, that growth, that change will stay off. And that's something I also had to learn on my weight loss journey, guys. It's like I have the goal and I did it. I'm like walking 3 miles per hour at 15 incline, and then when I hit the goal, I wasn't motivated to do it anymore. So now I'm like, okay, what can I do for life? Like, what kind of cardio can I commit to? Light cardio, okay? And we think that we have to do a lot, but like our body taps into the stored fat when we're doing light cardio. So if you're doing like 2.2 speed and you're going at like 5 to like 9 incline, that's perfect for fat loss for 30 minutes. We do not have to break a sweat for us to be considered working out. More is not always required when we're trying to make long-term changes, okay? So that's coming up. The power of prayer. See the humor. Oh, accidentally pulled her. So we have trust, freedom, and victory. Okay, so I'm getting some channel messages, y'all, but we'll tap in. We have the Page of Wands, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Swords. Some of you guys could be experiencing some type of like conflict within like a social group. Maybe this is like a coworker, or maybe somebody who works for you. And we have Kalamasa Nasini. This is the Kali that's going to be for your healing process at the end. Okay, so stick around for that. I don't know why that was so aggressive, but yeah. All right, so let's get into the energy of your cards, my darling. So we have 12-12, duality. Okay, so I definitely get this energy. First of all, you have the 2-2 balance right here. So before I even read the messages on these cards, I just kind of feel like Spirit is saying that stop trying to be all or nothing. Okay, there's two sides of you and they both need room to exist. Stop trying to stifle down your shadow, my darling. If you find yourself being somebody who, like, I don't know, like you may come off as, for example, aggressive, okay, you can channel that energy into your leadership position and be more dominant. Step into that power, okay? Just because certain things are revealed in our shadow doesn't mean that we need to get rid of it. When Spirit shines the light on it and we are now aware of a part of our shadow, you can alchemize it and use it for your benefit. It doesn't necessarily mean I need to change this, okay? So stop trying to be all light. We're not all light. There's duality in everything in the world, okay? So that's coming in. So we have within you are shadows of dark and beams of light. The divine is reminding you to embrace the duality that is your individual spark. The spark is being ignited and is ready to illuminate the path ahead. That's confirmation, and I didn't even read this card. So we have affirmation. I fully embrace who I am and allow change where it is needed. I trust the duality within me. So trust yourself more. That's coming in. And I feel like that comes in with your relationship with your body. If you're unable to have a good relationship with your body, then that self-trust is hard. Okay? That's really coming in very strongly. I just got like chills when I said that. So we have intentions and we have expressing love as your mindful message for your energy check-in right now. So today is a fresh start. No matter how my day was yesterday, I can make of today whatever I want. My intention for the day is blank. Write your intention and tape this card behind your door so you may remember as you leave your house. So before I even read this part, a lot of you guys are trying to break free from a certain mindset, right? Maybe you're wanting to not see the world through a pessimistic lens. Your intentions is where it lies to shift that mindset, and it requires work. Okay, if you say that, oh, I don't want to be pessimistic, but you spend 10 years being pessimistic, it's gonna require some effort, some identity shifting, some like when you're in a situation, using that awareness to choose to show up differently, that is gonna require a lot of work. If you're trying to heal that part of your shadow that's a little bit pessimistic and you're wanting to see the world through a brighter lens, okay, and also planting new seeds if you're finding it hard to shift out of that mindset. Okay, so frequency of love, tapping into the frequency of love, self-love subliminals to help you shift your mindset. But your mindset is where the freedom lies, is what Spirit is saying. So if you guys are finding it hard to not feel free, you're just like, oh my god, like I'm doing all this work and nothing's changing, you have to start with your mind, your mindset. How you're showing up, what are your intentions when you wake up in the morning? If you say you want to feel better but you're not doing anything to do it, then your life is going to stay the same. But I say that to say, it's like choosing to focus on gratitude, for example, that will shift your energy. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you can do. Like, you have the freedom to do that. That is the power that you have. And I feel like when your mindset shifts, you're going to be able to realize that the power is within me all along. I have the power to show up how I want to show up, but that requires work too, you know? You're breaking free of the change, the old way of being, okay? So I don't know, like whatever Spirit's calling you to do right now, I just kind of feel like that there's something there about it. So we have expressing love. Today I noticed the thing I appreciate about the people in my life. I take a moment to send them love and to wish them well. My love is infinite and it feels great to express it. So I got a download when I read this card. And sometimes it can be a little annoying, right? To, like, you may want certain people around you to show up a certain way and they don't. And it's a little annoying because you're just like, you know what, like, why are you behaving like this? One thing I realized is when you learn to accept those around you, it's not going to come until you learn to accept yourself, the duality within yourself. So once you start to notice, like, oh, these are my flaws, these are my shortcomings, like, you start to see other people differently. So it always starts with you. Because I heard, I'm talking to the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to make a change. I never really sing the lyrics right in any song, y'all, so don't come for me. But Spirit's saying that it starts with you, baby. It starts with you. So instead of focusing on all the shortcomings of the people around you, take the time to express love within. Send yourself love. If you're finding it hard to send other people love, it's because you're choosing how you get, like, you're conditioning your love for yourself, so it makes it hard for you to love others unconditionally because you also don't love yourself unconditionally. That was hard to get through, but yeah. This card just jumped. So we have two of swords. So right now you guys are having it's almost like I feel like this Two of Swords is just a mental block for you because it's like you're wanting to step into this new role, this energy that's calling you, that's saying, okay, like, let's let go of our pessimistic way of thinking, but there's also a version of you that's like, this is more comfortable. I'm used to feeling like this. So maybe for example, like, you and somebody's having a disagreement and your shadow side shows up in a way it's just like, I don't want to talk to you. You're making me, like, you know, it's like you're feeling emotions and you're just like, I don't want to talk to you right now because I'm feeling emotions, so you shut down. And that's a part of your shadow that you're trying to heal. So in that moment where you're put in those situations, Spirit's giving you a chance to show up differently. I hope that made sense because I was trying to like get it through so it makes sense. But yeah, so we have freedom, and this landed on a spiritual message, right? Focus your mindset on what you can control instead of what you can't. The world is your oyster. Elevate your thought pattern. Spirit is really calling this collective. I'm dying. All right. Spirit is really calling this collective to do mindset work. A lot of times we want to shift, but if our mind doesn't believe that, all right, I can experience love, it's going to be hard to do it. Like, not to say that you can't do it, but it's going to be like almost as if you're walking up a hill with a bag of rocks on your back. Versus if you started to plant new seeds, it'd be easier. It's like you're just walking up a hill, you're climbing a hill, you're enjoying the view. But it's not hard. It doesn't have to be so hard. Okay, I'm going to link the self-love subliminal down below. I feel like right now, if you guys are struggling with loving yourself and expressing love, listening to that subliminal will help you plant new seeds while you're sleeping, okay? I'm going to link that down below, and I'm going to also link the one for healing your relationship with food. I think alternating between the two will help you during this time. So one night you listen to this, then the next night, self-love. Self-love, healing my relationship with food. Self-love, healing my relationship with food. Do that for a year consistently. 1 year. And come back and tell me, the changes that happen. The thing is, we have to be consistent with mindset work. We'll do it for 10 days, 20 days, and be like, oh, not much change. Okay, you've been living for what, 50 years, and you did it for 20 days, and you think that's enough? I want you to plant the seed so permanently that when you stop listening to it, there's no difference in your reality, because you actually truly believe that your body is worthy of being fed good things, and that you are deserving of love. That's the point of the mindset work. When you're done doing it, you believe it. Okay? So we have trust. If it's meant to be, it will be. You won't have to force, convince, or worry over it. Let it flow. I feel like there's 3 of Pentacles energy in reverse as I pick these 2 cards up. Whenever there's difficulty in our life, in a certain like relationship, or I look up and I see business on a letter that I have up here. So this could be business for you guys. Whenever there is difficulty, there is something that we need to release. You're unable to move forward because you're not willing to make a change. You're not willing to cut something loose. Look at that. She got the swords to cut it loose right now. Cut it. Yeah, she could do it. She could do it. But there's some type of resistance to it. Maybe you and this person is friends, but it's like, I'm a firm believer that you shouldn't mix business with pleasure, with love. Okay, not to say that you can't work with certain people that you love, but I think it's very much like, you can tell if you and someone should be going into business together. And if you went into business together and it's not going well, something got to change. Something got to give, okay? Because it's like, if this person wasn't your friend, what would you be doing differently? And that's your answer. Put yourself first. And trust the downloads that are coming through. If it's hard and it's difficult, then it's not meant to be in your life, okay? Your life should be easy. It should be flowing. Okay? So what is the resistance? I just get this energy. It's just like somebody playing in your energy. It's like maybe you communicated, oh, like, I don't like that, and they're still doing it. They're still doing it. So, I just kind of feel like this is a karmic, and they're not in alignment with you. So we have victory, and it's landed on you are doing your best. That is enough. Any difficulties you face will not last forever. Release the thoughts and feelings that don't feel good. Focus all your energy on love, happiness, and your hopes and dreams. Whatever seeds you guys are planting, Spirit is letting me know that it will grow. You are abundant, okay? I just think you're in a period right now where something needs to be cut loose. But whatever difficulties you're facing, it can only be released when you're ready to. So after the storm, there is a rainbow. A lot of times the divine is really just waiting on us. Divine timing is when we are ready to stop repeating certain patterns, and we're willing to do the hard things. Like, for example, stepping out of our comfort zone and embracing and walking in this new path, the version of me that is required to handle this new chapter. But if you're not ready, then you'll be complacent. You'll stay in your comfort zone. You keep waiting for other people to validate that it's time for change. Like, you'll keep waiting for other people to make the change for you. But when you've had enough is when we tend to, all right, I'm ready to make that change, and then we'll shift that timeline. So it's not about time and waiting. It's about energy and alignment that's coming through. I feel like Spirit is saying that right now they want you to realize that you are a limitless being, and don't underestimate your potential for growth. Okay? Begin the journey, baby. Act on your inspiration. Cut loose with whatever you feel intuitively right now that you need to let go of. You already know. I don't even need to say anything because I know you know. And then we have see the humor and the power of prayer. So some of you guys, surrender and release. So if you're having trouble, I heard Spirit saying letting go of somebody, because maybe I keep looking at love every time I'm talking about this specific person. So somebody that you love, pray about it. Pray for a solution. Pray for the best possible outcome to this situation, the release that you need to do, whatever it is that you're feeling intuitively. Pray about it. You have the power to release it. And this is making me think of the time where I did a prayer for a certain friend that I couldn't let go of. I don't know why I chuckled just now. I guess to move the energy. But I couldn't let go of this friend because of the amount of time and years we had. And usually I don't find it hard to do that. But this specific person, it was harder for me to release. I'll be honest. So I did a prayer and I said, God, if this person's meant to be in my life, keep them. If they're not, release them. The next day, this person texts me and they list out all the reasons why they don't like my character, me as a person. And it was easier for me to walk away after that. But sometimes sometimes it's hard for us to let go because of our attachment to a certain person or a certain thing. So if you're finding it hard to let go, ask God to help you release, let go, and pray as if it's already, like, God has already answered that prayer. So that's coming up. Because ultimately, I feel like that's the only thing that's stopping you from moving forward. And we have see the humor, levity, wisdom, playful. So Spirit wants you to stop taking things so seriously too. Some of you guys, it's like, loosen up, bring in more gratitude in your life. Yeah, you're going through all these changes and you're making big changes, big shifts in your life, but there's also time and there's also time and room for fun that's coming through. Okay, so those are the energies, guys. Let's get the healing process going for pile number 2 for this Kali. Let's see what she has to say to you, my darling. Isn't it divine, right place, right time? Isn't it divine, right place, right time? Butterfly 222. You guys could be seeing that number a lot. That's a good song to listen to because it's like, it's giving me the energy of growth that you're going through. And divine timing. Okay, so listen to that song, yo. I'm dropping it down below for you. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Anyway. Isn't it divine, right place, right time? Okay. She devours darkness with her endless hunger for light, peace, and redemption. She reaches the deepest places, the darkest spaces, relentless in her pursuit of the lost and despairing. No soul shall ever be forgotten, abandoned, or betrayed by her. Those that believe in their own guilt, their sin, their shame, evoke her mighty tenderness, and she feasts upon the darkness that threatens to consume them, alleviating the weight of their suffering, allowing their hearts to become light and free. So there's a liberation that's coming in for this collective, and I feel like some of you guys may feel shame around whatever you need to release right now or let go of. Maybe this be a person, a specific thing, but it's like ultimately it's for your growth. And that guilt and shame, it's like, I feel like Kali's coming in to help you make decisions easily without you feeling guilty about it. And even if the guilt does come up, not letting it consume you. So that's coming in. So we have the manifestation of this power is so great that we must take pause to consider our motivations. To have kindness and detachment when connecting with this form of Kali Ma, or indeed any of her forms. Fear can make our intentions and actions unnecessarily aggressive. Better to come to Kali from a place of gentle heart and unwavering firmness, of sanctuary in her wisdom. So I get this energy where, like, this is giving me like the tower energy, where when the divine steps in, it's more of like, all right, you were told to make this decision and now you're praying to me for guidance, but be open to how it comes in. Or you're praying to me for change, be open to how it comes in. So if you're praying, for example, you guys want a new car and your car break down, for example. These are just examples. That prayer was answered. Okay, you can't get a new car if you had the old one. So the divine is making space. So if this person ends up being removed from your energy, it's like, I'm just hearing that, just recognize that this is the divine helping you, and don't let that fear or that stress consume your mind. Okay. So I feel like when you're praying to release whatever you're praying, pray for the strength and the wisdom to recognize it. That's coming through, and to trust it. Trust what's happening. Trust the unfolding of your life. So when this oracle arises, it is a call to give up the past and your stories about it, especially those that tether you to something. Sorry, y'all, I ran out of storage, but I definitely do think this is significant for this pile. The growth, making room, making space, like, it's really coming up very strongly in your energy. You've outgrown something, okay, and the divine is ready to help you release it, and this is what this Kali is here for. Okay, so to align you with the timing, the timeline that you're trying to be on. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so I don't know when it cut off, so I'm gonna just start over. When this oracle arises, it is a call to give up the past and your stories about it, especially those that tether you to something you have long since outgrown. Let yourself off the hook. Trust that if you have been beaten down, you will rise with divine grace, to believe in yourself and your own path, and to know that ultimately your divine destiny can never be overcome. So no one can take your divine destiny from you. Okay. So we have, this is the prayer you can say to Kali. Repeat after me. Kalika Kalamasa Nasini. Devour the sins that fuel negativities. Protect me from utterances and intentions not in harmony with your divine wisdom and loving plan. I seek refuge in your supreme power and become free from regret and free from fear. I have learned, and now I let it go. May nothing stand between us. May our hearts be as one. You are beyond speed. You are immediacy. You are the perfect tempering of power and mercy. You destroy and you protect. I trust in your grace, Ma. Ja Ma Kali. For the spiritual benefit of all beings, Ja Ma Kali Jama. I don't know. I just get this energy where it's just like freedom is yours, y'all. Like liberation is coming in for this energy. Freedom of the mind, freedom to make decisions and not stay stagnant or hold on to people long past their due date. Because even when I think about that friend, that story that I shared with you guys, like it was a long time coming for that friendship to end. But I just didn't have the strength to do it. And, you know, no shame to that, guys. Like, if this is someone that you love very deeply, it's going to be a hard cut. But ultimately, Spirit is letting you know that no matter what happens, you will grow from this. Okay, so that's why I get the energy where it's just like, you know, pray for the wisdom to see that this is for your own benefit. So we have, place your hands in prayer at your heart. Feel and sense Kali's wild ferocity and the sense of peace and security you can find in leaning into her still center. Allow yourself to feel her wildness and power in your soul, and her grace and wisdom of restraint too. You do not direct this. You surrender into her with complete trust. Feel the alignment and closeness between your hearts. You have completed the ritual. So this collective, overall, you're letting go of somebody. You're letting go of something, someone. Maybe this is a way of being. Maybe this is a version of you. And Kali is here to help you do that. But there's a surrender that's required. Once you've done this prayer, it's really just in the hands of the divine at this point. You know, like I'm really getting the tower energy strongly. So some of you guys may have watched Pile 1. But ultimately it's going to bring freedom and victory in your energy. So trust that this is for you. So if you stay till the end. Oh, strong. I'm breathing. Okay. If you stay till the end, pile number 2, comment a prayer hand emoji to let me know that you did stay to the end, and I'll see you guys in the next video that I make. I'm sending you so much love. Have a good day. Alrighty, hi pile number 3. I get the energy that you're going through some type of cleanse. You're releasing some type of negative energy around you. Continue to purge. If you guys are finding yourself wanting to do a lot more salt baths, trust that. Trust your intuition at this time. You may be releasing some type of energy that was attached to you. I'm getting like just like maybe you were tapped into somebody else's energy, or somebody else was tapped into your energy and you're releasing that. You guys could be seeing rainbows a lot too. So you chose this pile of cards. Okay, and the breathe emoji. I don't know why I was gonna say that. I don't even think there's a breathe emoji. As well as the smoky quartz. Okay, so let me put these to the side and let's tap in. So we're going to reveal these cards together, and then I will read the energy afterwards. So I'm going to show you what cards that were pulled in your meditation. So we have the reminder card. So this is not even an angel number. So angel whispers are the guidance that is always within you. Your ability to find the answer that is needed in your innate superpower. So I get this energy that you guys are learning to trust yourself more. Hold on, guys. Yeah, because even me wanting to wipe off my camera, it's like a cleanse. Okay, I guess it's just the lighting. Okay, whatever. So you're cleaning up your energetic field right now at this time. Maybe you guys are having like an aura cleanse or a Reiki healing session, but you're learning to trust yourself more and go with the guidance that's within you versus looking for external validation. So I'm loving that for you. And we have gratitude as your mindful message. Holding lightly. I feel like pile number 3 might relate to all the piles. So if you feel drawn to all the piles, there could be a messages in there for all of you. We have loving friends. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Letting go. Letting go. Yeah, I definitely get this energy that you relate to all of the piles. The collective. Hello, the collective. All is connected. Collective growth and supported. Okay. I'll take that as confirmation then. And we have divine magic. Wishes, goals, dreams, and accomplishments. Love it. And we just said rainbow. Ah! Confirmation. Confirmation. I love that. So your energy is like, you didn't need an angel number because you guys are always divinely guided. Like your energy, your guides are very loud with you, is what I'm getting. We have spirit messages, Perhaps you're reminded all too often just how quickly the phases in your life can shift. One change after another. You are learning to adapt and grow. Be kind and gentle with yourself. You guys are entering a chapter in your life where you are putting yourself first. Like, I'm just getting this energy. You're unlocking a new chapter in your self-love journey. And you guys could be seeing rainbows everywhere. And the divine is communicating to you that, yes, you are walking this path. Like, you're on this bridge. I'm just getting this energy. Just like, you guys, this could be my earth angel pile. This is really what I'm getting. Accept where you are at in this moment in time. Only then you can begin to move forward. Be clear about your intentions. This makes it easier for us and the universe to help you. Doors will open unexpectedly. Be ready. So you guys are getting clear on what it is you actually want. And I get this energy where it has to do with your friendships, your connections, your relationships. Maybe before you guys are just manifesting anything. Maybe you're just like, oh, I want a good friend. But it's like you really had to define what that meant to you. And you learned that through experiencing what you didn't want. So we have where you are right now is where you're supposed to be. Don't compare yourself to others. That only adds pressure. Take each day as it comes and for what it is. You are a better person than you were yesterday. Growth isn't easy, but you've got this. I get this energy, y'all. So even as I said, I would put down all these cards and but your energy is like the downloads are coming through as I'm putting down the cards. But I just kind of feel like you're not stagnant. You may feel like you're stagnant because you're comparing yourself to other people. And it's like, you're just like, okay, but like, I'm supposed to be an earth angel, super connected to the divine. But I feel like, where's the magic in my life? Yeah? But I like the divine magic. But I feel like you underestimate the things that you've been through. Because it's like, they came with lessons and medicines for you to evolve. And not only evolve, be able to hold the frequency that you're wanting to vibrate on. A lot of you guys, you're not meant to come here and bypass your emotions. You're not here to come and do what everybody else is doing on their spiritual journey. Maybe you don't even relate to the collective in that way. Like, for example, if you're reading tarot, you don't relate to other tarot readers. You want to read cards differently. So Spirit's calling you to trust yourself. Trust the pace of your journey. Okay? Because you will not be given anything before it's time, because Spirit wants your wealth, your abundance to last. And I saw 444 as I look up. You are definitely divinely protected. So a lot of the delays and the perceived stagnancy is for your own protection. Because if you had gotten it before, you wouldn't be able to hold on to it. Maybe you were too much of like a giver, and maybe you didn't know how to balance that energy in your relationship, so you attracted a lot of toxic friends. And Spirit's like, your blessings couldn't come when you had certain people around you, so you had to learn to release them. Okay, give gratitude and thanks for the lessons that they brought into your life, because it allowed you to evolve into the person that you are now today and that you are becoming. And this version of you already exists, but you had to really see it in yourself. Okay, so you had to learn to do a lot of energy protection work, because even the smoky quartz, like, you guys are purging out those limited beliefs, recognizing that you've always been divine, and the power resides within you, my darling. It is you. You are that energy. Like, I'm just getting this energy. It's like you're recognizing your own divinity again. So we have, never allow yourself to be taken for granted. It is better to remove yourself from situations than to be treated less than you deserve. You are precious and you are worthy. So you had to heal a self-worth wound recently is what I'm getting. Ancestral realm, karmic release, healing the lineage, boundaries. Oh, if this isn't confirmation and a summary of everything I just said, hello. Your ancestors are very proud of you, my darling. You learned to set boundaries. Maybe in your family, there's no such thing as boundaries, okay? What is a boundary? You know, so you may not fit in, but you were never meant to fit in. I'm sorry, but actually I'm not sorry. Like, you were just never meant to fit in, okay? It's coming through. We have protect and hunt. Hello. Maybe before people were hunting you, like, it felt like people were out to get you. And I get this energy where it's like, it's because you didn't have any boundaries before, and you kind of saw the world through like a naive lens, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. And you had to learn to protect your energy, and Spirit didn't want to give you certain things ahead of time because you would just overgive. So I keep looking at the energy of gratitude. You see how the hands are just wide open? It's just like, maybe you just gave your heart to people, like, here, take it, crush it into a million pieces. But you had to learn. You had to learn. And I feel like you really just came out of a hard lesson, my darling. How to protect your energy from energy vampires. People trying to hunt you down. Okay? Because even the bow and arrow, like, this could have been, like, somebody with a Sag placement. Like, I'm hearing Sag moon. I'm just getting somebody who wasn't, like, in touch with their emotions, you know? So we have 10 of Cups. Hello. 6 of Coins. Where am I going to put these? Let me put this here. I feel like you guys are going through an energy shift, and it's like you're learning that it's time for you to let go of the version of you used to be. Jupiter could be significant as well. I feel like Jupiter's bringing in blessings for this collective, like the 9 energy. Some of you guys, like, maybe you have Sag placements in your chart as well, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But it's like, what was I saying, y'all? Whatever you're letting go of, the universe is giving you more. So as you let go, you get more. So whatever it is that you're letting go of right now, trust that. And I feel like you're learning to forgive yourself. I'm seeing a lot of 9s in your energy. 999 could be very significant for you. So we have Knave of Wands. Page of Wands. Okay. You guys are on a new beginning, a new chapter. And I feel like this has to do with self-love. Some of you guys could have recently gotten a love letter written to you. That's significant. We have the 3 of Swords. Okay, and the Queen of Swords. Okay, so these two together, you guys have to learn to set some real motherfucking boundaries, okay? The Queen of Swords, she's been through it all. But now she's confident in herself. She speaks her mind unapologetically, and it is what it is. It is what it is. And this doesn't mean that she doesn't show emotions, but at the end of the day, she knows, like, if somebody's gonna stab my heart to pieces, I'm going to remove myself. I'm going to set boundaries. I'm going to cut them out of my life because they are not meant to stay. So maybe this is the energy you're in now, and you're realizing, you know what? I released that shit of the past. Like, that crap. I'm done with it. You know? And you've become this version of you. This version of you that's, like, powerful. Stands in her power. She knows her worth. She's unapologetically her. She's not afraid to speak her mind. Okay? And that's why your dreams are now coming to you, because you can handle it. You know that if somebody is not worthy of your presence, they must go. Okay, you must cut them out of your life. And I love that for you. Spiders could be significant as well, y'all. Yeah. I think you're allowing the divine to make the moves and the changes in your life. I'm really just getting this energy. Maybe some of you guys, you don't even like have a vision board anymore. Maybe you don't have the energy to create a vision board. You're just allowing your ancestors, your guides, to just lead you where you're meant to be, in terms of love, in terms of relationships, in terms of everything, even your dreams. You're just like, you know, what's meant for me will be. You're not trying to force anything anymore, and that's a good energy to be in. You've let go of control. You're in that energy of letting go of control. So even if you're feeling like, oh girl, what the hell, I still feel like I'm controlling my reality, 10-10, that's what you're closing out. That's the chapter you're closing out, the 10 of Cups. You're going to be feeling fulfilled, because you're not going to be feeling like, I have to, if I'm not making everything good, then my reality is going to fall apart. You know, it's like, the hyperfixation of like trying to control everything drains energy. So you're sitting back and you're allowing the universe to do its work. You're not trying to micromanage the universe. And I feel like that's because you're learning to forgive yourself from the past and have gratitude for the things that you've been through, the lessons that people have come to teach you. That's coming through. Yo, I don't even think I need to like really say nothing else. Like, their energy was kind of clear. Like, it's more clear than all the other piles, yo. Let's get into the healing process. The Lion and the Deer, number 22. The number 2s and 4s is very significant for you, my darling. Because that number adds up to a 4, so. Let's see, from the Rumi deck. This is an alignment, so I feel like after this healing process, you're going to start to see the changes that Spirit's talking about. So I'm going to read the poem that comes with it, too. When you enter the garden of the heart, you become fragrant like the rose. And there was roses again in your energy. So we have a rose on this image here, and we have a rose again here next to the letter on his hand. Man, so roses could be very significant for this collective as well. Some of you guys could be working with Mother Mary as well, is what I heard. Okay, so back to the thing. Sorry. When you fly toward heaven, you become graceful like the angel. If you get burned like oil, you become brilliant. When you become thin like hair in yearning, your joy leads the way. You'll be the kingdom and the king. You'll be the paradise and the guardian angel. You'll be infidelity and you'll be faith. You'll be lion and you'll be the dare. So the duality of you is like, you're making peace with your light and your dark side. So I'm definitely getting that all the piles relate to this pile. Like, if you watch any other pile and you came to here, just know that that is a synchronicity, okay? You are the lion and the deer. You are bold, fierce, and vibrant. You are silent, sweet, and gentle. If I should come to you in arrogance, you roar at me until my falsehood quakes in fear. So terrified it gives up the game, and love's quest happens yet again. I feel like what I heard Spirit say is, you guys, a spiritual gift that you have is you are a mirror. So whatever emotions are projected onto you, you can take on that energy. So it's very important for you to protect your energy. And I look up, I saw 1244. That number could be significant, but I just get this energy where Spirit's saying it's very important for you to learn to protect your energy, because that is a spiritual gift that you had. So they needed to know that you can protect your energy before giving you certain things. That's coming in. If I should come to you in surrendered adoration, open to whatever you may wish, you are so gentle with me. Like a deer, you offer me nothing to fear or resist, so that I too become sweet and gentle, longing to submit to your tender ministrations. So then I do not fear my own errors, for even if I stumble into arrogance, I shall be made wiser by your magnificent roar and become humble. Even if I become weak, I shall draw succor, whatever, invoking the tenderness in you. Whatever is needed to keep me true to love is what you give me. For you are the holy lion, proud and mighty, and the sweet deer, gentle as the mildest breezes of spring. My darling, I just get this energy where you're forgiving yourself for everything that you've been through, and that's ultimately protecting your own energy, because you're realizing that you needed to be in those situations. You needed to learn something from that. You are so many things. You're not just light. You are light and you are dark. You are happy, you are sad. There's so many things that you just need to allow yourself to be. Like, you see the freedom of her energy, just allow it. Okay? Onks could be significant in your energy too. Maybe some of you guys have that tattooed. Or maybe you're seeing it everywhere. So this oracle brings you guidance. The guidance this oracle brings you is that you shall prosper most now if you are willing to unbecome what you have believed yourself to be, letting go of the version of you were conditioned to believe you were. This entire chapter that you're closing out, my love, it was for you to recognize your own power, your own divinity. Can't nobody make you feel lesser than. Okay? So we have, it was never really true anyway, that view. I'm gonna start over from the top, y'all. The guidance this oracle brings you is that you shall prosper most now if you are willing to unbecome what you have believed yourself to be. It was never really true anyway, that view. It was partial at best, and just a view. An identity, not a genuine reality. Some of your previous sense of self shall likely come with this transition into the fuller experience of your being. And some of that previous identity shall be shed as far to limiting. You're letting go of that limited version of you. It just won't feel true for you anymore, if it ever did. I love that for you. So here is something, the healing process, the sacred ritual that you can say, so you can repeat after me. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, bear witness to my declaration now. I honor the spiritual maturity within me that bestows upon my consciousness this sacred task. I have accepted the fundamental goodness of my being and can now cast aside all notions held of myself and inquire into my wholeness. What nestles alongside this goodness? All, of course. I am unafraid. I honor my heart, and it is big enough. It is big enough to hold all my nature within its graceful light. I witness my darkness with compassion, and I become able to dance with all of my being, light and dark, in graceful acknowledgement of my divine wholeness. The gentle acceptance of all of me now brings me peace. This acceptance allows the divine to live fully through me as a vessel for the great mysterious plan unfolding upon the earth. With reverence, grace, and surrender, so be it. If you guys are finding it hard to follow along, because I realized that process was long, just say, Ashe, I accept, claiming the energy. So after you say that, sit quietly for a few moments, gaze at the image upon the card. Notice the colors, the interplay of light and dark that create the one beautiful image. This represents you. All light and all dark would have no art at all remaining, only extremes. It is the interplay of light and dark that enables the living art in progress, your soul, to come most fully to life. When you are ready, simply say thank you. You have completed a ritual. So once you've gazed upon it and noticed the interplay of light and dark and the beauty that resides in this, just say thank you and you've completed a healing process. My darlings, you are making peace with your shadow. You're making peace with all parts of yourself, and that's ultimately bringing the freedom, the liberation. Okay? I really love that for you guys. This is a great place to be. This is a great energy to check in and feel. Allow this to happen. Allow yourself to let go and receive this blessing. Okay. If you guys stay till the end, comment a hand emoji, an open hand emoji to let me know that you stayed. Comment a rainbow emoji to let me know that you stayed till the end. Pile number 3. And thank you for letting me read your energy. I'll see you in next week's reading. I love you.